Greetings, Earthlings, toy collectors, and other collectible enthusiasts. I am James, and welcome back to Blue Tins Toys. On today's episode, we are going to be unboxing the Super7 Ultimates ThunderCats Mumm-Ra the Ever-Living, also included Mumm-Ra. If you watched our Mumm-Ra episode, I explained how I come across both of these figures, and I guess I'll explain it again. Went to FarleyCon, or Kristen and I went to FarleyCon, pop culture and comic book convention, always held in East Ridge, Tennessee. And we stumbled upon a booth owned and operated by Jay from Yojo Depot, located in Hohenwald, Tennessee. That's where the brick and mortar store is. And he had an amazing selection of Super7 Ultimates figures, along with vintage and newer stuff as well. These Mumm-Ras caught my eye because these are some of these Super7 ThunderCats figures that I am wanting to complete my Ultimates collection. And he had these at an amazing deal. So I had to pick those up. So once again, Jay, I appreciate you having just an amazing selection, a really cool brick and mortar store that I plan on visiting, and selling these both to me for a great deal. But yeah, this is an awesome looking figure. I cannot wait to open this up and to ask myself, is Mumm-Ra the Ever-Living here going to be trash or treasure? Let's figure it out. Okay, and here we have Mumm-Ra the Ever-Living with Mumm-Ra. This did not come with the slip cover or the cardboard shipper. I'm cool with that. Who cares? I'm just going to put this in a closet somewhere, so that's fine with me. And just like the Mumm-Ra that we opened up the other day, this looks like it's already been opened. Like I said, I did not know, and if I was told, I was just too excited listening to Jay from Yojo Depot telling me everything that he actually had at his brick and mortar store. So honestly, it doesn't matter. Like I said, it looks like everything is already in the box. So we are good to go. So let's go ahead and read this bio on the back of the box. Mumm-Ra the Ever-Living. Mumm-Ra is the ThunderCats' evil adversary. Mummified and otherwise weak, he is energized and made immortal as a servant of the spirits of evil, who grant him magical and transformative powers to carry out their wicked bidding. Just an all-around Class A jerk. Of course, in case you didn't know, this is an Ultimates figure. Of course it is. All right, so let's go ahead and open this dude up. Large big boy box here. And just like with the rest of the ThunderCats Super7 Ultimates line, we do have an homage to the LJN backer card. So we're just going to sit that over there. Oh boy, this dude's huge. My God. What, 9 inches? Golly, this dude's massive, detailed. Ooh, doggies. Let's go ahead and see what's on the underside here. So we do have the cape, and maybe this wasn't opened up and played with because the cape is still secured in the package. So we're going to go ahead and remove that right now. Alrighty, we have removed the cape. Yeah, we're gonna remove all these little tabs here. Yeah, boy. With it's got wired piping inside, so you can, pose the cape here. I'm looking forward to figuring out how this is going to be put on the figure. So yeah, this is a pretty large cape, almost as tall as the figure itself. So yeah, can't wait to figure that one out. Here we have the Sword of Plundar. Wow, this thing is massive. Now this sword is larger than the figure itself. I can't even show you. Yeah, it's way taller than Mumm-Ra there. Yeah, this is an accessory right here, folks. Boys and girls, this is an accessory for sure. Yeah, and you can tell right here that it's such a large accessory that they mold it in 2 pieces and they glue it right there in the center. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, and here we have the mighty gyroscope regulator. Yeah, looks like if you weren't watching where you were sitting down, this could you know, kind of ruin your day, maybe. Yeah, probably not going to be displaying the mighty gyroscope regulator, if that is your real name, with my Mumm-Ra. So yeah, just probably going to go back in the box once we're done looking at this figure. All right, let's go ahead and check out the other blister here. Let's go ahead and check out some of these hands. All right, and here we have my favorite type of hands. We have the Gonna Get You hands. Oh yeah. Yep. Left and right, gonna get you. It don't matter which hand we use. We're ambidextrous. It don't matter. We're just gonna get you. Yep. Very good. Alrighty, boys and girls. What you did not see was me absolutely struggling to get these out of the blister or the bubble. My God. So these are C-grip hands, or just some grip hands. Yeah, definitely going to use this with the Sword of Plundar. So, yep, just some Blue Man Group hands there. Let's see what else we got in here. So let's take a good old gander at Mumm-Ra here. Alrighty, here's Mumm-Ra. He's cute. All right, Mumm-Ra does have some articulation. His jaw does not open up and down or anything like that, but he does have some neck articulation. He does have some back legs articulation, some front legs articulation. So, and this is tail. No tail articulation. So yeah, Mumm-Ra looking all cute. We do have an alternate Mumm-Ra head. This is the head that I will be displaying with my figure. Yeah, I like this. Just the detail on this, man. So many different colors. You got the snakes at the top of the crown. He's just badass 80s cartoon villain for sure. Man, I love this look for sure. Yeah. Yep, definitely dig. Let's check out the snakes here if we can. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, cool detail. Even the eyes are painted on the snakes. That's cool. Really rocking. Yeah. Telling you, once again, I got to thank Jay from Yojo Depot for having these at his booth and selling them to me at a really good price. So, heck yeah, awesome head sculpt there. Alrighty, and here is Mumm-Ra. Gonna see if he's got any tabs holding him in. I don't believe so. Yeah, they've been removed. I can see. Yeah, they've been removed. That's fine. Alrighty. Okay. Oh. Oh my God. Uh-oh. Oh, something's broken inside. Huh. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Something's definitely awry. I mean, as long as it doesn't affect the outside of it, whatever. Or is it whatever's holding this in place? Ah, that might be it. That might be it, because if you can't, that's it. Whatever's holding this in place is broken. Therefore, putting alternate heads on, it's going to be a problem. Yeah, that's... that ain't good, folks. Well, okay, my fellow Americans. It has been 2 days since I've attempted to film this Mumm-Ra unboxing. Yeah, 2 or 3 days. And I thought maybe I was going to be able to use multiple hair rubber bands to try to maybe force this pin up and to hold it in place. That did not work because it kept on slightly going back down every time I tried to push the head down. I've emailed Super7 right now to see if they have any suggestions or if they might have a replacement. Who knows? My last resort is to do Gorilla Glue or something like that. So yeah, because as you can tell, it's not working. So what I'm going to attempt to do is, to put about halfway down, because that would be about the exact height with the head on the peg. And I'm just going to rest the head on it, because I mean, you can't tell that anything is wrong. But that's what I'm going to do at the moment. But yeah, Gorilla Glue might be my last option. Kristen's got to go to Lowe's today anyway, so we'll make a little Lowe's date out of it. She'll do stuff for the wedding, and I'll try to find stuff for action figures. So, yeah, here we go. We're going to start this back up again. So yeah, but yeah, first thoughts without the head falling off. This is this is a badass toy. We've already looked at the other head sculpt. We're going to go ahead. Take that off. We're going to take a look at the neutral face of Mumm-Ra head sculpt. Once again, it's just as cool as the screaming, yelling face Mumm-Ra head sculpt, just with a more closed mouth. Mumm-Ra is just, because the ever-living Mumm-Ra is just a cool looking 80s cartoon villain for sure. Yeah, the head sculpt is great. The colors are amazing. Just sucks that we got the situation that we are in currently, but hopefully that will be remedied soon. So yeah, let's go ahead and check out the toy from toe to head, shall we say. All right, so we have some ankle articulation there as well. These gnarly looking feet here with the fur boots, with the fur. What fur? He's not wearing apple bottom jeans though. However, we do have some really good ankle articulation. We do not have shin articulation right here, but we do have this kind of like a shin articulation in the knee. So it's like a ball joint knee there as well. But we do have some good little old school gold plating. I don't know, ironsmith looking hits on the gold there, so it looks pretty cool. Same thing on this side here. Nothing really to write home about. It's still a cool toy. Once again, we're having some issues with focusing, like we always do here on Woo-Ten's Toys. But yeah, and this skirt, man, like it's made of like a rubbery PVC, as you can tell, just like with the mummy wraps that he's got on him as well. But he's also got ball jointed hips as well. And move 360 degrees, and as you noticed, party time, Mumm-Ra, party time, Mumm-Ra. That's what we got going on here. Like once again, like the PVC plastic here. I kind of kept him in my car for a little bit, so maybe that kind of loosened that up a bit. I do not know. Dude is jacked, absolutely jacked. We do have waist articulation here. This waist swivel. We do have an ab crunch here, and he is, like I said, he is jacked, as you can tell. We do have the Mumm-Ra insignia there. Very cool. I did notice one thing, and I'm going to point it out to you here in just a little bit. So, all of his bandages seem to connect somehow, so it's crazy. So we have this bandage goes around perfectly around his neck. Okay, and as you notice, it falls, and it just falls there. This bandage connects to the waist bandage, and you cannot remove it. So you're never going to lose this stuff. It's always going to be there, forever and ever. Amen. Which is actually pretty neat. Same thing with this bandage here. It's kind of glued to the bicep here and wraps around. You're never going to lose it. So that's cool, and it wraps around like that. It's never going to come off that arm. So I like that they've done that for sure. So besides the neck issue, I do have another issue with this toy right here with his shoulder articulation. It will only go about right there. This whatever hole is right here, it is not big enough to include this joint, this muscle inside of the figure itself. So it will only move like that before you start, as you can see, before you can start actually tearing into the plastic right there. That's a design flaw for sure. And it's very, I mean, if you're really down in the posing figures, I'm not down in really into posing them, except for at the end of this, except for at the ending of these videos. But it is for both arms. Once I noticed it on this arm, I didn't even try, or this shoulder, I didn't even try it on this shoulder because I knew I was just going to screw it all up. So, yeah, that is unfortunate. Yeah, and if you do any type of like bending of the plastic or whatever, it's going to show up real easy on this this color blue. I don't know how it got this this dent right here into the plastic, but it shows up. But when the neck's going to be down on it, or the chin will cover that up, and so most of the bandage there would cover it up as well. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out. If you plan on getting this, I wouldn't just go and start trying to bend it as much as you, or pose it as much as you can, because you're going to screw up your shoulder there for sure. But we do have a bi and tri swivel on this arm right here, and this is ball jointed as well. It's just I'm just not going to mess with it all that much. We do have these really cool ball jointed elbow articulation. I really enjoy that. We do have this wrist articulation here for old Mumm-Ra. And I want to say that, like in the original photos of this, the production photos, like this particular horn or claw or whatever you want to call this spike was shown separately from the figure. When I was looking at the picture, I was like, what is going on here? And then I guess I'm assuming that's what it is. It's weird. I'll include a picture of it right here, but it's just kind of weird that it was included. It's like it was included separately. So I don't know. It's weird. Where did they even did that? Or even going to make you try to assemble it? Some assembly required, I guess. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what this looks like with the cape. Now that I say that, now I'm understanding what those removable spikes are for. it is for the freaking cave. So this right here, you pull that pin out. That's cool. That's pretty smart. And it goes right in there, so it will not come out. I'll put your mummy bandages back on there. And then these spikes come off. Yeah, now that makes a whole lot more sense now that I really thought about it for a split second there with the cape. Oof. I'm gonna losing these. Damn. Yeah, I'm afraid I'm just gonna drop this on the ground, because if I drop this on the floor up here in my toy room, sayonara. Yeah, see, I thought I had it. Okay, there we go. Good as that's going to get. And what sucks is that that's as far as my arms are going to go, because I'm too afraid to do anything with it. So I'm going to screw up the plastic. Of course, I can do that with my elbows. That's it. I can't do, like, I'm not going to stretch out the arms anymore. But that's cool that they incorporated that type of mechanic into the toy. The one thing I don't like is that the mummy bandage does not want to stay put behind there. It wants to kind of come out and make it kind of loose. Normally it would rest quite well, and this would it would go underneath that. But I mean, I guess it's not going to look too bad. But yeah, here's well, hold on. Let's get the full effect here of Mumm-Ra the Ever-Living. That is that's cool. It just man, it really sucks I'm having these issues with this toy, because this is man, I'll talk about it later. But no, this is a cool looking figure. This is a cool looking figure. But yeah, Mumm-Ra the Ever-Living.
Ancient spirits of evil, transform this decayed form to Mumm-Ra the Ever-Living.
Before we wrap things up here today, I just wanted to say thank you for taking time out of your day to check out our Super7 Ultimates ThunderCats Mumm-Ra the Ever-Living with Mumm-Ra. Is this figure trash or treasure? This particular figure is trash, just because of this. I mean, that is unfortunate. Like I said, I'm going to figure out something. Maybe just putting some poster putty on there and just calling it a day. I don't know. Maybe I don't really want to do the Gorilla Glue just yet, but I probably will. Who might, whatever. And the shoulders, man. Like I said, if you are one of these people that does figure photography and whatnot, that's got to irritate you to death. So that is a mind-blowing design flaw with this figure, especially for it to. I think it had a $50 or $60 price point when it first came out, and to pay that much to get it in the mail. First of all, pre-order, wait, get it in the mail, opened it up and then realized I can't move my arms. I mean, that's crazy. I can't move Mumm-Ra's arms. It'd be like me opening mine up and then the head falling off, so which is what happened. But other than that, no, this figure is great. The price that I paid for this at the convention was more than if it had been fully functioning the way that it needed to be. What I paid for it, absolutely, I'd pay that. I'd pay that again. You know, and honestly, it is still a $50 figure. Like I said, I paid 55 or 50 for this. Well, 50 was what was the asking price, I should say. But I mean, just I don't know, just it's really disheartening to pay that much, and this is what you end up with. But this is solely to me for right now. This is solely on Super 7. So I don't know. Like I said, I think the neck thing can be fixed, but we're going to find out. But yeah, the shoulder things, man, that's crazy to me. And I'm wondering how I'm going to pose this thing, because I do all the posing for the turntable things after I film this segment when we edit it in. So I'm actually, I'm not looking forward to posing this, is really what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I don't know. But like I said, if this were the figure that it needed to really be fully functioning, nothing broken, no weird design flaws, phenomenal figure. So I'm really, this is a yes and no. This is a trash and a treasure figure, just because mine is garbage, but it's cool looking, but there are design flaws. So this thing's all over the place with hits and misses, cheers and jeers, as TV Guide used to say. But yeah, it's cool. This is it was definitely a figure that I needed to have for my Super 7 ThunderCats collection. And we just got one more to find, Tigra, and at a decent price. So I hope we stumble upon that soon. But yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of wish I had a better experience with this one today. All right, but before we go, we're going to leave you with this. Be excellent to each other and collect them all, even if this crap happens. And we will catch you next time.